Warning. The following podcast has an awesome guy who creates awesome content. If you're a loser who only likes boring shit, then get the fuck out of here. Only super cool people are welcome here. Like, seriously, get the fuck out. Anyways, viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Midnight Lounge. Oh man, I forgot how to do this. It's been so long since I've talked to you guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's been over a month since the last time that we've talked. I really don't know where to start. Man, I don't know. Like, do we start with like Eminem's new album? Do we start with Trump getting shot in the ear? Do we start with Joe Biden dropping out from the race? Do we start with like the new Call of Duty coming out? Do we talk about like, you know, like what do we start with? What do you guys want to start with? You know what? Let's start off with the Eminem album. Because I'm pretty sure by now all of us have kind of heard it. If you're a fan of Eminem, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Death of Slim Shady album has officially sprung upon us from Eminem. And let me tell you, that album is crazy. Something that I wasn't expecting from him. I kind of like was expecting it, but not expecting it. Like, I knew it was gonna be like controversial. I knew it was gonna be like him trying to cancel himself and like pretty much end his career with the whole cancel culture shit, which we'll talk about again because it's stupid as fuck. But yeah, so the album was crazy. There's a couple of songs on there, and I'm specifically talking about the ones that he made for his daughters that like I think are one of my favorites on there, just because they're like really emotional, and I always enjoyed the songs that he made for his daughters, especially like the ones that he's made for Haley. Definitely something that I really enjoy listening to, so I'm not gonna lie, it teared me up listening to that. I probably listened to the album probably about 3 times in one day just to really kind of break down each song, break down the stories being told, the lyrics, the wordplay, just breaking down everything song by song, and just really just take it all in on what the storyline is about. And if you listen to it in order as it's supposed to, there's a whole story of basically Slim Shady, you know, being killed by Marshall. But if you listen to it reverse from finish to start, it tells the story of Marshall being killed by Slim Shady. So it's kind of crazy to think that, like, how genius do you have to be to make an album that you have a whole story that you're telling throughout the entire album, but if you flip and reverse it, it's that same story but backwards. You know, like, that's genius. That is like lyrical genius right there. Like, I don't remember anyone else that has done that has told a story of his alter ego being killed, and then when you listen to it backwards, his alter ego is the one killing his true identity. Like that. What? Who does that? Can you name me someone else that does that kind of stuff? Because I can't think of a single person that does that. But yeah, so the album, genius work. I loved it. I definitely wish I would have had like an actual physical copy, because that's probably one of his best albums, in my opinion, that he's came out with in recent times. and I still like to support my favorite artists by buying their physical copies of albums. So I would have definitely have liked to have purchased one, but just couldn't afford it. I know he was selling it, but I just couldn't afford it. It was a little too high price for me, and just didn't really want to spend all that money. But I wish I did. But yeah, so Eminem coming out with that new album, pretty wild. Now we got the world of games. I can't really think of anything else music-wise that is kind of relevant right now. Eminem was kind of like the biggest one. He did surpass Drake for being on the streaming charts, passing him in that category of streaming, which is good because I don't like Drake. I'm saying it now. I don't like Drake. I don't like him. I think I've said this in the past one. I don't like Drake. I'm sorry. I don't care. Fuck you. I don't like him. Also, I gotta clear something up. Because it was pointed to me in last episode that I said some really far to the left shit that honestly I didn't even catch me saying at the time, and in post production did not catch me slipping up this bad. But I said a certain type of phrase that I did not mean to say. Don't know what I was thinking. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say it, but if you know, you know. That shit wasn't meant to happen. I fucked up. I slipped up. That wasn't meant to happen. Alright? So, fuck you. Alright? If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. If you know, you know. If you missed it, go back and listen to the last episode again and let me know if you catch it. Because it's kind of way out there. I'm like, holy shit, I really said that? When someone pointed that out to me, I thought it was fake. I thought it was like an AI thing. I thought they like got my voice and turned it into AI and made me still say some crazy shit, but it was actually me. It was actually me that said that shit. And I was like, fuck, I fucked up. So if you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. If you know, you fucking know. Moving on to the next category here. We got the world of gaming right now. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is in the works right now. I've been seeing a lot of trailers for it. Been seeing some pre-alpha, pre-beta, not sure what you want to call it, kind of like little captures or gameplay from it. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be getting it. I definitely would like to, just because I like the whole Black Ops series. I've played all Black Opses since they first came out. I've owned pretty much all of them. So now that it's a new Black Ops, I'm like, man, I really need to get it. But man, games are just so expensive now. They're so fucking expensive. I just can't really see myself paying $70 for a game that, like, I'm only gonna play it for like a couple weeks and then probably get bored with it, you know? I don't know. I can't really see myself dedicating that much time in Call of Duty, especially with how my life is going right now. Life has been crazy for me as of late, and I just don't see myself really putting in the work and spending all that time playing it. But who knows? Maybe when it does come out in October, I believe is when it's supposed to come out. I believe things might slow down a bit, you know, and who knows what will happen. You never know what life will bring it down the road. So what else, man? We got sports entertainment, you know, WWE. They just had SummerSlam over this past weekend. That shit was pretty crazy. Our tribal chief is back. If you know, you know. We also got the Olympics going on. Snoop Dogg, I just recently found out, is getting paid $500,000 a day just to even be at the Olympics. They say that he's promoting the Olympics, but he's just there having a good time, and he's getting paid to do it. So good for him. You know, I would definitely like to go to Paris and just be high all day, enjoying life, and get paid to fucking do it. That shit would be crazy as hell. Speaking of crazy as hell, some other news, other worldly news. A lot of cocaine in the ocean right now. If you guys haven't heard, we had some cocaine sharks actually come close and wash up to the land all the way down south in the Brazilian area. We had some cocaine sharks just appear out of nowhere. And just recently also found out that the recent hurricane, I think it's Hurricane Debbie, actually hit the Florida coast and washed up over $1 million worth of cocaine as well. My question is, where is this cocaine coming from? Who was responsible for losing it? And how do sharks get a hold of that? And is there more? If they explored all of that on shore, you can only imagine how much more is probably out there still floating around. They could probably just take a ship out there or a little boat or some shit, and just scan the ocean. I'm pretty sure there's probably a ton more. But where is it coming from? And where was it going? My theory about this Florida one, right, was it was coming from the Puerto Rico or Cuba type shit, right? And some cartel type shit, and they were on this raft boat type shit, and they got caught up in the hurricane, and the hurricane fucked them up and capsized them, and then they fucking went bye-bye, and the cocaine sharks came and ate their ass in the cocaine. They were like, oh shit, we got more energy, let's take the rest of this to the fucking shore. I don't know, that's the way I see it, and then the hurricane brought up the sharks, and then we had hurricane cocaine sharks. Imagine hurricane cocaine sharks. That's gonna be the next movie watch. Yeah, they had cocaine by it, and we're gonna have cocaine sharks. That's the next shit. That's the next movie right there. Top hit. Speaking of movies, Deadpool and Wolverine. Man, look, I haven't seen the movie. I want to, but I'm probably not gonna go watch it anytime soon. Just because where I'm at, there's not really a movie theater that's really playing that shit. I have to go out of town to go see that, and I just don't got the time. I just don't got the time. I don't got the energy, and I definitely don't got the money right now. I'm a broke boy. I'm pretty sure a lot of us out here can relate to being broke, because I'm a broke boy right now. But if you guys have not seen the baby Deadpool popcorn and drink bucket thing that they have for the Regal Cinema, I think it's Regal Cinema, but it's $50, but that thing is so damn adorable. I fucking want that shit so damn bad. I'm thinking of just going on their website and just fucking buying that shit straight out. But again, I'm a broke boy. I don't got that type of money, but I really want it because I like Deadpool. I've seen 1 and 2. And I'm not a big fan of Wolverine. I'm not a big fan of the X-Men or fucking Marvel. I'm just not into all that shit. I'm not into superhero movie type shits. But Deadpool, he's funny. Ryan Reynolds, and I know a lot of people kind of hate on Ryan Reynolds, but I still think he's a funny guy. And I enjoy his Deadpool movies and everything like that, so I still enjoy it. I don't really care what anyone says. I've heard it's really, really funny, it's hilarious, and I definitely want to find out myself, but I might just wait until it's dropped on a streaming platform, or I can get a hands on it somehow, but I definitely want to watch it in the future and see what that's about. But if you have watched it, let me know. How is it? If you've seen it, how was it? How's the replayability? That's what I like in movies. Is it replayable? Would you watch it multiple times? Or is it a one and done type thing? Because a lot of movies, especially nowadays, are a one and done type thing. They don't make movies like they used to, where the replay value is is still good. You can watch it 1,000 times and it still be a good movie. Nowadays, people only watch movies about once or twice, and they're like, this is kind of mid, this is boring. So how's the replayability? How's the replay value on that movie? Because if it's good, then that's saying something. That's saying something. Also, in the world of movies, the Joker 2, I'm excited for this one. This one I definitely want to go see in theaters. I love the first Joker. And you guys know, if you know, you know. It's the name of this fucking episode. If you know, you know. My inspiration for the Midnight Lounge, the Midnight Lunatic, the logo is inspired by the Joker. I love the Joker. I personally can relate to the Joker, that sometimes I feel like I am the Joker. But yeah, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I feel like the Joker. But I can relate to the Joker, and just watching that movie just makes me feel just even more closer, because I'm like, holy shit, this is so relatable. And I love that I'm able to relate to it, because, oh man, the movie's just so damn good. And I can't wait till the second one drops. I was nervous to hear that Lady Gaga was playing the part of Harley Quinn, but from the previews that I've seen, she seems to be doing a pretty good job of balancing out like her crazy, like actual real life personality, and like getting like the spirit of Harley Quinn's personality. Like, she kind of does a good job in that. So I mean, I was nervous at first, but the preview just made it look a lot better. So I'm excited for it. Like, I really am. I really am. Another movie that I'm excited for too, Beetlejuice 2. Look, guys, look. I said it, last episode or the episode before, that there wasn't any good movies coming out. And there wasn't. The beginning of the year was so boring and so bland with movies. But now towards the end of this year, we're getting all these crazy good movies coming out. And Beetlejuice 2 just happens to be one of them. If you haven't seen Beetlejuice 1, it's an older movie. So maybe the younger generation hasn't seen. They don't know what the fuck Beetlejuice is, or what the fuck I'm talking about. But again, for those that know, you know. It's gonna be a fucking good movie. I'm hoping it's a good movie. Let's just say that I'm hoping it's a good movie, because we all know part 2, part 3, prequels, sequels, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they'll never be as good as the first one. But there's a possibility that it could be just as good, and that's what I'm hoping for. So honestly, I haven't really seen too much of the previews, because I really don't want to spoil this movie, and I feel like trailers kind of give a lot of the storyline away. So honestly, I don't want to spoil this one, but I'm excited for it. Still not sure when it comes out, but I'm excited for it. Don't know when the Joker 2 comes out, but I'm excited for it. Man, look, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. It's a good time. It's a good fucking time. What else are we gonna get into? Yes. I think now would be a good time for those that are easily offended, easily annoyed, get your feelings hurt. You might want to turn off now. Because if you don't, you're about to get your feelings hurt. And I'm about to piss you the fuck off. Because we talking about politics next. I know I said I was never going to talk about politics on this shit. But now I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. So, first on the agenda, we got Joe Biden stepping down for his next term. He no longer wants to compete in the race, passing the torch over to Kamala Harris. Honestly, it's a smart move, smart play, because he knows that he has no chance against Trump. We saw it in that debate from a couple weeks back. We saw that shit. He was fucking stupid dumb that entire time. Just being fucking clowned on the entire time. I didn't watch it because, again, I don't really care for it. But I know it's bad when I fucking see it. And I've seen it. And it was bad. I shouldn't say I've seen it, but I've seen like majority of it. I've seen clips, I've seen the highlights, I've seen the highlight reel, if you will. I've seen the highlight reel of it, and it was pretty bad. And Donald Trump definitely seemed like the superior. He seemed to know what he was talking about. He seemed to answer the questions like actually straight and clear, not trying to beat around the bush, not trying to fucking, answer the question with another question or, type shit. But I feel like Biden he didn't know where he was at. Most of the time, it felt like he was just trying to read off of like a script, that it wasn't like his plan or his like true agenda. It was something that was like pushed onto him to say, or like pushed on to like speak about, that some of it just seems scripted. Like it just wasn't what he wanted to say or do. It was pushed on him. So I don't know. I think it was a smart play passing it off to Kamala. I don't see it going in her favor either. Especially because there was a lot of things from her past that are starting to come into fruition and might play a big part in the campaign of her. She said it herself that she doesn't have the funds to even do a campaign. She's just not financially stable like that. She's not rich. And then also a lot of negative things that she said in the past about how people in their early 20s and late teens are stupid and dumb. And that's not the population you really want to piss the fuck off. Because again, cancel culture, right? All these younger fucks out here, fucking stupid, fucking sensitive little pussies, that they'll fucking try to cancel you for saying the most truest fucking shit, right? And it's true. She wasn't lying. They are fucking stupid. They are. But like at the same time, when you're in the position that she is in, you can't say that. You can't say that shit and expect them not to be pissed off or expect them to fucking be on your side when it comes down to the voting time. You can't say that shit and expect it to be okay at the time. And then don't question why you didn't get the fucking majority of the votes for that fucking age group, because it's just not gonna fucking happen when you fucking diss a whole fucking generation like that. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna fucking happen. She was at that age once. She knows. She was fucking stupid as fuck too, I bet. But to say some outlandish shit that they're fucking stupid and that's why they're put in dorms and that's why they need school and this and that, and man, look, you can't do that shit. But on the opposite end, we have people that are bringing up Trump's past, his hatred for black people, his hatred for other people, that he only likes the whites and all this other stuff. So, I mean, both sides kind of have their own dirt that are being brought up. And we'll see if it really does play a factor. I know most people kind of just ignore that and then kind of go off of who they're who they are now and what their agenda is for the country as a whole. And then we've seen where Trump has been doing like live streams with big streamers like Aiden Ross, and he's been making appearances on podcasts and things like that. And a lot of people are getting fucking pissed off at him for that. Because they're like, he's a fucking politician. Why the fuck is he on these kids' streams and shit? And to be honest, what I think it is, this is just my fucking opinion, but what I think it is because how Kamala said that fucking people that, in that age group are stupid and like unsuccessful. Trump is fucking doing it in spite of her, saying that, oh look, I'm with these young people that you said that are unsuccessful, and they're one of the biggest, live streams or podcasts or whatever. So kind of like mocking her in a way. That's the way I feel. That's the way I look at it. If you really try to paint the bigger picture, I feel like that's exactly why he does it, is to kind of just like show that she's like doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. That's just how I see it. I don't know, you guys might see it a little bit differently, but hey, that'd be a smart move if I am correct. If she's saying that fucking young people are stupid and unsuccessful, and he goes on stupid and unsuccessful people's streams and podcasts, that's a smart play. I'm just saying. I feel like he's playing chess on a, and she's playing checkers. I don't know. I'm just saying. But speaking of politics, we all know about The Simpsons, right? We all know about The Simpsons and how they predict the future, and a lot of the stuff that are in Simpsons episodes happens to just be correct, right? We've talked about it before, and we're going to talk about it again. Because we're starting to see, again, where The Simpsons are starting to predict that this year, supposedly, from what The Simpsons storyline has been saying, is that Trump and Kamala are going to be running for office. And in The Simpsons episode, Lisa wins. Which, Lisa's a girl. Kamala Harris is a girl. So we're seeing that Lisa takes over the office. And she finds out that the last president, Joe Biden, screwed up the country so bad that it causes the economy to basically just take a very, very hard dip. It pretty much collapses the entire economy to the point where we're not going to be able to financially recover for years and years and years. And in the episode, that creates drama between us and other countries, China and Russia, just like in real life right now. And that starts a war, which in real life, that's kind of what we're heading for right now. So who knows? This might be the year for some big changes. Early next year, we might see some shit pop off. I don't know if The Simpsons have been correcting, the way shit is for years now. We'll see if they're right at again. Cause man, if she wins, then we know they predicted right. Cause shortly after, we're gonna see the economy collapse, and then that's gonna rise tensions between China and Russia versus us. And then there we go. That's it. I've also been seeing on TikTok too, not too sure if it's true or not, because you can't really believe everything you see on TikTok, but there has been some videos coming out of people that have been receiving letters about selective service, and even some about some type of draft. A lot of draft talk. And if they're receiving these letters about selective service, and a lot of people are speculating a draft pretty soon, it makes you question a lot of things. It makes you wonder, like, they know something we probably don't know, or they have some insight that we probably don't know. So who knows what's going to happen. I would definitely, over the next couple months, especially closer to the elections times, I would definitely, because this is exactly how you're going to know about an economy collapse. Check stocks. When it comes closer to time, check all these senators and all these politicians. See what they're investing in stocks, and seeing what they're doing with their stocks, because they're the only ones that will have the knowledge to know if they're going to be an economic collapse. And if they're moving a lot of their shares around, or they're pulling out a lot of their shit, you know something big is going to happen. So, I'm just saying, if you want to be extra cautious, just watch the stock market closer to the election time, and just look at the patterns. Look at where they're dropping their stocks into, where they're pulling from, where they're moving shit from, where they're moving shit to. And just pay close attention. Because if you can stay ahead of that curve, you'll know where to put your shit into, where to take your shit out from. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine, because then you'll be prepared when shit hits the fucking ceiling. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I gotta get back into my stock game, because it's been a while. It's been a while. I haven't fucking... Because I mainly do crypto now. So I mainly do crypto. I haven't done actual stocks in years. Just because I put so much money into it and lost so much of it that I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go crypto instead. And I've actually made a pretty decent amount off crypto, but definitely want to pay attention to stocks more as election time comes, just because you never know. You know, it's better to be safe and be prepared than, you know, to wonder what the fuck happened in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Now, last but not least, speaking of politics, we got Donald Trump. Donald Trump getting shot in the ear. Everyone has seen it. Everyone has heard. We've seen the clips. We've seen the pictures. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. We've seen the hawk tuas all the way to the ears getting blown off. We've seen it all. At a rally in, I believe, Pennsylvania. I think it was Pittsburgh, I want to say. They had I don't even know, it was a rally, and I guess, I don't know, there was a lot of conspiracies. I don't really necessarily know exactly all the details that happened, but there was some guy that got on a roof of a building or a house or something and let off a couple shots trying to hit Donald Trump. Pretty much missed all of them, but there was some fatalities from innocent bystanders in the stands in the crowd that unfortunately did not make it. And the last shot that had hit, that was fired off, happened to catch Donald Trump in the ear. Now, this is how you know that Donald Trump is a G, because he didn't give a fuck that he got shot in the ear. He didn't give a fuck. He's a fucking G, because anyone else that would have been shot in the ear, especially when you got Secret Service all around you shielding you, would have been like, let's get the fuck out of here. But you know he's G when he's like, get the fuck off me, and he fucking like puts his hand in the air and he's like screaming, you know, like, you know he's a fucking G. So like, I'm not saying Donald Trump earned all my respect, but he earned a little bit of my respect. Cause I'm like, that's some G shit right there. Like, ain't no one gonna get shot in the ear and be like, yeah, I'm still here, bitches, what's up? Like, that's some G shit. I'm just saying, that's some gangsta shit, you know? That's crazy as hell. I know if I would have been shot in the ear, I'd be like, fuck. But he was like, yeah, I'm fucking still standing, bitch. And then you get all the fucking memes coming out. You get that Donald Trump AI, a little parody of 50 Cent's Many Men. And then 50 Cent starts blowing up and getting, famous again. And his fucking Many Men song starts blowing up again and goes viral. It's kind of like it goes full circle. It goes full circle. And I really love that parody too. Makes me laugh so fucking much. Like, that shit's crazy as hell. But yeah, man, politics, fucking crazy right now. Movies, can't wait for these fucking movies. Eminem, fuck yeah, you did your shit. And look, I'm gonna say this now, Eminem and that Houdini and his album Now is what inspired me now to not be afraid to fucking speak my mind now, and just fucking, I don't give a fuck. I'm pretty much bringing my own Slim Shady in this bitch. I used to be so cautious in what the fuck I was saying on this bitch, that now I don't really fucking care. If you get offended, you get fucking offended. Fuck you. That's just how it is. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. You know the fucking saying. You heard the beginning of this bitch. This shit's for fucking cool people. If you're a fucking loser, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know what you guys want to hear or talk about next. Did you guys enjoy the sound quality of last episode? Just because I did record that podcast episode on my little mic Laval. I don't even know how to pronounce my wireless mic shits. So, did it sound good? Do you like this quality better? Because I'm back in the studio. I'm back in the fucking studio. So, do you like when I go mobile with my shit? Or do you like when I go in the studio? Does it sound better? Does it sound crisper? Or does my wireless mic sound better and crisper? I'm trying to work this shit out. I definitely don't want the sound to be so far off. I want it to basically sound the same, but like I want it to sound better. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if this one sounds better or if last one sounds better. I would say just go check out my old one just to get you up to speed of what the fuck I'm talking about in this one. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I said a lot of shit. And again, if you know, you know. If you catch what the fuck I said in the last one, don't fucking call me out again, bitch. But fuck you, alright? Don't call me out. But if you catch it, you fucking catch it, alright? Anyways, I'm out. I'm gonna go rest up. And hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, work shift, work day, beginning of the shift, end of shift, ride home, from work, ride to work. If you listen in the shower, in the bath, still fucking weird because you're naked as fuck and all wet and slippery, you fucking gross son of a bitch. Fucking probably washing your ass while you're fucking listening to me fucking call you out and shit, you fucking nasty fuck. Yeah, get in there. Get it, make sure it's nice and fucking clean, you fuck. You fucking gross ass bitch. Alright, anyways, before I get too Gatorade, that's kind of like an inside joke for us now, right? The fucking whole shower shit. But yeah, just have a good one. Whatever you're doing, whatever time you're listening to this, just make sure you're having a good one. And you know how the saying goes. Until next time, stay safe. I love you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.